my friends. I'm gonna do a workout this morning. It's usually my rest day, but I've just been getting hotel gym workouts. I want to get a workout here at the house. I'm gonna start in Matthew 21. It's a triumphal entry. And when they draw near to Jerusalem and came to Bethphage, to the Mount of Olives, then Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village in front of you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, you shall say, 'The Lord needs them,' and he will send them at once." This took place to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet, saying, "Say to the daughter of Zion, Behold, your king is coming to you, humble and mounted on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a beast of burden." The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put on them their cloaks, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. And the crowds that went before him and that followed him were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest!" And when he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred up, saying, "Who is this?" And the crowd said, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth of Galilee." As we head towards Easter, it's great to read the story and remember. I might do those. I won't do them right now, though. Warmed up this morning. Okay, what all are we going to do today? Today's going to be a little different. I don't have a hard workout plan. We're just going to decide what we're doing. Make it fun, right? In fact, maybe we'll make it interactive. You guys can tell me what exercises I should do. Turn the volume up good. I know I can hear you. You type into the chat, at least on the TikTok side, I'll be able to hear you. It'll turn the text into sound for me, into voice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my elbow sleeves on. I just want to protect my elbows. At my age, they're a little tender. I can end up with some tennis elbows, so wear these and it really helps. These are the Jim Reaper brand sleeves. I'm pleased with them. They're good quality. They're reasonable cost for good quality. And everything I've gotten from them is reasonable. So they're not the cheapest. You can find cheaper stuff.
What's the flight?
Flight is tomorrow, right around noon. I get just a little bit of time. Oh, how was the flight? The flight was good. The flight was good. We were expecting a lot of turbulence, but there was almost none to speak of. So that one was good. I'll be flying out to Utah tomorrow. How you doing this morning, Joseph? Usually this would be my active rest day, but just since I've only been working out in hotels this week, I want to get some weight in. So I'm going to just try and do a full body workout and get some heavier weight than I've been using this week. Sometimes the rest day looks like heavy weights, right? I'm still taking it easy and just having fun, so to me, still making it a quote rest day, a day of peace. Just like when the disciples walked through the field and they picked grain on the Sabbath, he said, man is not made for the Sabbath is made for man. And we find our Sabbath rest in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, right? So, if I need to get my rest by moving some weight around, that's how I'm going to get it today. Oh, this will be. So I think I'm going to do just a variety of things this morning. Just sort of have fun, right? Usually I have a very rigid workout schedule. Today's going to be different than that. It's going to be a celebration of the workout. So, first we're going to do straight arm lat pull downs. Let's see, do I have an empty workout that I can work with? I usually have an ad hoc that I can easily just start and then add to. Let me check it out. I'll start out with this one. Modify it to my needs. Straight arm. I guess to get to it. I am going to record my exercises and get credit for the workout though. Somehow I lost one of my workouts this week. It didn't save properly. Okay, these should be straight arm. Straight arm lat pull down, yes. Cable. I'll try this. See how it feels, and then go up or down. Gotta find a good working rate. Weight. Now just a little. So now one more, go down a half. I think that should be just about right for what I'm looking for.
I have court on March 17th. I'm hoping they settle and I get 150 grand. That's what I'm asking.
If it goes well, I hope justice is served.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see. Who is that? Hope justice is served. And there's also some mercy in it as well. It's always great when there can be reconciliation after. Sometimes it's not possible. But it's a beautiful thing. I had a situation where neighbors, this is a whole big deal, but suing in before the judge, all of that, and thankfully there was at the end a little bit of reconciliation as well. Doesn't always, not with all of them, not with all of the parties. There's one lady who was just still very bitter. Couldn't handle it. She just, all she saw was friends and enemies, right? And she did put us in that enemy category. She couldn't get past it. But with the rest, with her sons, we're able to reconcile. And it's a difficult thing, but at the end of the day, we're all neighbors, right? We all have to live with each other, work with each other in the same community. So it's very nice when you can have the judge determine what's fair and right, but then also find some way to reconcile the relationships. Like I said, not always possible, but I was grateful for that. I was more grateful for the reconciliation, especially with the one son, because he was the one that really felt like I had done him wrong. And that was better than getting the judgment go my way, you know. Let's see. Let's slide this back. Set this up. Do some.
How long ago was that?
Just a couple of years ago. But yeah, right there in the courtroom, you know, while everything, you know, and I had been extending olive branches to the guy with each trip to the courtroom. And he was never nasty towards me. He was just hurt, you know. He felt wrong. And I mean, sometimes there's bad situations, right? We all have to deal with it, but knowing the difference between whether somebody did what they had to do or did something with malice, there's a huge gap there, right, between those two.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, we're going to try these incline bench rows. I'm going to try them with the cables. If I don't like it, I'll get the dumbbells. But I've been trying to do these with cables because it's so much easier to change the weight. You just move the pin, right? You don't have to walk back and forth to the stack. Be a little bit further away. A little more, and I'm going to put a plate in front of it so it doesn't slide. And you know, some people are not interested in justice. They're just interested in winning. If that's their perspective, it makes it very hard to reconcile if they don't get their way. But we try, right? We try. And sorry if that sounded preachy. I'm just saying it helped me, and it helped in that situation, and it's just familiar to me. So since it helped me, what's it hurt for me to share in case there's some kind of parallel with you, right? I'm not trying to one up your story, or that's how I relate. That's how my brain works. when I hear somebody say, oh, I'm going through this, I'm like, oh, well, let me try and put myself in their position. When have I been in similar situations, right? How can we relate and have a good conversation? So, I know that's not, that may not be the neurotypical response, but that's sort of how my brain processes conversations, you know. Go up just a little bit. Let's try that. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead here. Do one more set of these and then we'll do something else. Let's see what we got next. Reverse flies.
Hop.
What's up? Brown boy fly fishing. What are you up to?
How much you charge to write a program?
I don't. I'm not a coach. I tell
Good
you
morning,
somebody
Hop.
who
Good
will.
to see you home.
Look up fit.dadbod. He's I just signed up for his coaching, He's very affordable, and he's great. He's very smart, very kind, very easy to work with. Check him out. He's legit. He's on here. He's on TikTok. Fit.dadbod. His
I want coaching from you, Thoe, not him.
I'm not gonna coach. I'm a beginner. I'm just learning. I would probably teach you wrong with if you're talking about workout coaching. Now, if you're talking about spiritual coaching or leadership, that's another thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you're talking about fitness training, you need to get that from someone who is trained and knows what they're doing.
You don't look new.
Yeah, I just started in April. Just really just got consistent in September. I've lost about 45 pounds.
Ex-bodybuilder.
You're an ex-bodybuilder? No, I'm not an ex-bodybuilder. No.
No, you.
No. I've never been a bodybuilder. This is all absolutely new. I did not know the names of the exercises. I didn't know the names of the muscles. I didn't know what, I didn't know what,
How did you afford all that workout stuff?
my wife and I decided
You're rich.
that it was worth saving up, and that's how we do. We save. What helps us is we decided long ago that we were going to get completely out of debt. We drove beaters. We drove $500 cars that broke down and all that. And then once we saved enough money, we bought a little nicer car. And then we saved a little more money. We paid off our credit cards by just eating, ramen noodles and tuna for years. And finally, after doing all that hard work, we got out of debt. So now we save our money up in advance, and we only buy the things we can afford. And with this, we saved up, and we just both decided it was worth it for our health to have this and have it here at the house. So that's what I would suggest to anybody is don't use credit cards. Get off of them. Don't do car payments. If you can make a $500 car payment or a $300 car payment or whatever, then find a buddy to get you to work every day for a couple of months while you save that payment, and then go buy you a car for $800 or $1,000. You're gonna have to buy it from a person, right? And it's gonna be a beater and it's gonna have problems. But use that for a little bit, and then just stage up. Be patient. Go through the pain of working yourself into that position. Then you're not giving, half of your paycheck to the bank for interest and stuff like that, and debt and all those things. It's a life changer, man. And then you get in the habit. You save up, and then when you decide you want something, you just save a little harder for a bit, and then you get it. So it takes a lot of discipline. Just like it takes discipline to get up at 4:30 every morning and work out. We need to discipline our minds, our words, our actions, steward our money well. All these things are important to a life that doesn't steal from you. Let's see, we're going to do these reverse flies. I've never done the reverse flies on the incline with the cables, but I guess I'll have to do crossovers to do it. Definitely going to have to drop the weight. So we'll go to this. See how this does. start here, baby. But yeah, that would be, you know, you're talking about, somebody was talking about coaching. Now those are the kinds of coaching tips I can give you from my hard lessons, right? Hard lessons I've learned that life's had to teach me. You know, the Bible says that the borrower is a slave to the lender. And there's so much truth in that. You know, the word doesn't lie. And we're not meant to be a slave to anything. Not to debt, not to our sin, not to our temptations, not to our feelings, not to our wrong opinions. And that doesn't mean, that's not a burden. What I'm saying is not meant to be burdensome. It's meant to be freeing. Now, if I think that I've got to do that, if I think, oh, well, I've got to under my own power do all these crazy things that the world would think is foolish or crazy, right? I mean, the world says, get it and get it right now. Get everything you want. Have what you desire, right? And that's a fool's errand. That is chasing the dragon for the rest of your life, right? But there's something about the discipline and listening to wisdom instead of foolishness that opens all kinds of doors for you. I'm just a little boy from the mill hill. You know, I grew up in a little town where the mills closed down long before I was born. Just in, you know, a place where there weren't a lot of opportunities. But my mom did a little better than my grandparents and opened doors for me. And I worked hard, and I'm trying to open doors for my daughter. You know, and not just have nice things to work out with, but build something that's going to last past me. I've only got so many heartbeats and so many breaths left, and I won't be here anymore, right? But what am I going to leave? What impact, what touch am I going to have on the lives around me that are still here and that go on? Those, I would say, that is rich. If you can have a positive impact and it lasts beyond your last breath, that's riches, right? Something that is lasting, you know, lasting greater than your name or people remembering you, but actually have an impact. All these rows and stuff. I think I want to do some. Pull-ups. Do I? I think I ought to do some knee raises. Knee raises would be good right now. Get those ab straps back out. There is no, easy path. I mean, there's an easy path that leads to destruction, but in the hole, you got to pay for the ticket at the end, right? Everything in life that's worth anything is worth working for and fighting for, and sacrificing for. Everything in life that's truly valuable. Whew. But, I'm just a crazy old man who's made all the mistakes already. Why would I have listened to me, right? Sometimes we got to learn the lessons the hard way ourselves. But there are some that are wise instead of foolish, They'll hear it. They'll receive it, right? Here we go. Let me drop this bench. That way you can see the exercise. yeah. Whew. That'll get me breathing hard. Another set of these. Whew. Those are a good workout. Oh yeah. I know a lot of what I talk about doesn't sound exciting or entertaining, but I wish I'd heard it, truly heard it, listened to it younger, and it would have been even more of a game changer for me. But I needed to go through the hard lessons. They built me into who I am, and I'm grateful for that. One thing about having gone through a lot of the hard lessons is when you see the temptation again, it's easier to laugh at it because you know what it cost you the last time, right? There's some value in that. Okay, do another set. Those are fun.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's see who we've got. What's up, Roma? It's good to see you this morning. I'm just sort of taking it easy. This is my rest day, so I'm just doing some fun stuff today. Nothing hardcore. Just getting a little heavyweights in since I was in the hotel.
Good to see you too, my friend.
You headed to the gym this morning? Is it a rest day for you?
Take it easy, brother.
Yeah, I gotta get a little in because I'm gonna be in hotels so much for the next month and a half. Well, the next month and a little bit. So, just trying to get some of the heavier weights in while I can.
At work now. Closing 7 a.m.
So you work the night shift? So I usually catch you when you're getting off of work. That's when I'm getting ready for work. It's usually about 7:10. I'm glad that we at least get to pass each other, right?
Yes. Working weekend option 7p to 7a.
That's long. Are you in like hospitality or corrections or we're just thinking through 12-hour shifts? I mean, there's like warehouse jobs and stuff like that too. There's all kinds of. What industry are you in?
A psych nurse.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely nursing and healthcare with the 12-hour shifts. Well, thank you especially for the psych nurse stuff. A lot of people out there that are hurting at different times, and you make a huge difference in people's lives.
What about you?
I'm in IT. I manage a team that does like system operations and help desk and all that. And then I do development and integrations as well. So I've been doing this a long time, and I enjoy it. I'm good at it. You know, it comes easy because I've done it for so long. And I'm willing to grow and change and adapt. That's the biggest thing in IT. And just work crazy hours. Like you're working, 12-hour shifts. That's pretty normal. I mean, I've worked like 72 hours straight before in the middle of an emergency, right? I think it was like 70 hours. It may not have been quite, I don't think we quite made it to the 72 mark. But yeah, it's hard.
That's nice.
It's hard, it's stressful, but that's why I work out. Working out really helps me with stress and just tamps all that down. If I start my day out with this, man, I've already done hard work, so I'm ready for it, and it's easier, right? It's easier mentally.
I feel exhausted working just 3 days.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's because of the long shifts and the through the night. That's hard. I've worked night shifts, consistently when I was younger, and it is hard. Just make sure you get some sunshine. Get a little workout in. I mean, you know better than me. You're a freaking psych nurse. Who am I talking to, right? You know this stuff better than I do. You ought to be telling me this stuff. But I hope you get some good rest. Now, is this the end of your 3-day?
Yes, I take my 4 days for fun and outdoors.
Good. Yeah, get outside. Go out and hike a trail or something, Get out, just surrounded by nature. No people, no electronics, just nature. I love that. I'm headed to Utah on Sunday.
I work Friday through Sunday.
Okay, so you're just starting your rotation. Yeah. Well, no, you're in the middle of it. So you've got tonight, right? You've got, let's see, Friday night, Saturday night. No, you're at the beginning. Yeah. Well, I hope you have a good rotation. And I hope you really have an awesome impact on people's lives this weekend. Because that, to me, would be very fulfilling. Most of the time, solving people's IT challenges is, it's not life-changing. So it's more of the bedside stuff, the getting to make connections and then build relationships with people that's fulfilling for me.
I love my job. I have more knowledge in behavioral management.
I've had to learn a lot of that the hard way. Because my natural tendencies are not the best way, right? So I've had to learn even just how to communicate with people. I'm very direct, I'm very assertive, and that comes across to some that bruises people very easily, right? So I've had to learn how to modify those behaviors to be more because my idea of what is professional was, okay, bulleted list, efficient, professional message. A lot of times people actually take that as an attack, right? They don't take it as, I'm trying to give you the facts as clearly communicated as possible. So yeah, there's a lot of lessons, and I'm still learning every day, because my natural defaults are not always the way that most people want me to behave.
I use patience, calm, silence, boundary setting in anything I do.
I like the boundary setting. And I establish expectations at the beginning, right? So I'm going to set the expectations set what I can commit to. And then the great thing is, if I can find a way to provide better by maneuvering, then you know what? I've already set the expectation, right? And now let me try and exceed it. But if I just am able to meet it, right? That's helpful too. But a lot of manipulative people don't like that. They don't like when you want to try and nail down, okay, what are the expectations? What have you got to provide? What am I going to provide? What are the timelines? There's people who appreciate that, and then there's people who see that as an attack. Because they're used to just manipulating their way through scenarios. So I have to maneuver that, because sometimes you're not just working on level with people. So yeah, sometimes you can set boundaries and you can set those expectations. Sometimes if they're above you, you have to work a little differently. Took me a while to figure that out too. I'm probably still figuring that out, honestly. Because I generally try and treat people the same, but in an org structure, you've got to have a chain of command and some of that stuff. And there's politics, right?
Focus more on what you need and wants, and ignore people bringing your goals down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice when it can work that way. Let's see.
You're the king of your own world.
Yeah, I mean, you can always make major shifts to adjust your scenario if it gets too out of alignment, right? I just try and control what I can control, accept what I can't. And just maintain gratitude that I'm even here, that I'm even in the situation I'm in. An attitude of gratitude. Oh, she's got the stopper set up. My wife was using this and had the stopper set. I'm glad she was using those right. I'm proud of her. She's been doing great down here, y'all. She is an amazing lady, and her daughter is growing up just like her. I love it. Look how strong and confident and bold my daughter is. She's got high standards. She's responsible on her own. We don't have to chase her down for things. Very grateful for that. Pad's rotated. Just loosening up. Just want to get the movement down.
Glad you're grateful of your family and achievements.
What's crazy is I've just stumbled my way through. It's hard to hear that word achievements, right? Because I really just feel like I've stumbled my way into what most people would think are my achievements.
We give thanks to God in everything.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think in most cases, the only credit that I can give myself is having gotten to a point where I said, no more. Right? I can say that most of the good things I've gotten in life are because at some point there were consequences and situations that I said, I'm not accepting that anymore. I'm not accepting less than the best. Lord, help me change this. Help me get this lined up and give me the strength and change my heart. Right. Because how can a man change what he desires? Right? How can a man change what his heart desires? My biggest problem was I desired the wrong things. I desired, and I wanted it right now with no real cost or work to have to get to it. Man, that's a mindset, right? That's not even just a mindset. That's where your heart is. And shifting.
We all have desires.
Yeah. But shifting that heart to truly believe that He has the best in store and to desire what He wants for my life and for the lives of those around me. That changed everything. I mean, changed it all. And I mean, He's still walking me through it. Goodness gracious. I still make mistakes.
Just make sure your desires doesn't cause harm to yourself and others around you.
Right. And that's a lot easier now. It's a lot easier now. I was very destructive in my 20s. Substance abuse, genuine suicide attempts, horrible depression, horrible manias. The manias were probably worse.
Think and reflect before actions.
Yeah. The manias were probably more destructive than even though the depressions almost ended my life, the manias had more longer lasting impacts. What were done then, you know. So I'm very glad to be
Morning.
beyond all of that. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, professional? My Charleston brother. Just sort of chilling, taking it easy. This is my rest day, but I'm trying to get a little bit of weight in because I'll be in hotels a lot and won't be able to do, anything but whatever dumbbells and cables they've got. This past week I was in New York. Next week I'll be in Utah. So, just hanging out.
Had my procedure Monday. Got 2 stents put in.
It's good to see you. How's the prognosis? How long do you have to rest and recover? Are you already back at it? Medicine's so crazy these days, how fast the recovery can be.
Am good. Am back to work.
Awesome. That's awesome. Glad, man.
It was in and out, really.
I know it's
Funny enough, I'm on a healthy weight gain journey. My mind consumes a lot of me.
let's see. Roma. So are you like on a bulk? You're trying to gain, like do you bodybuild? Do you compete or anything? 'Cause usually I hear that, and that's the first thing I go to. Either somebody's in sports, but I know that's not your situation, so start trying to figure it all, put the pieces together, right? Because otherwise I would have asked, do you play football, or, you know, those kinds of questions. I'll tell you who's impressive to me is rugby players. Goodness. Especially some of those rugby females. Goodness gracious. They are bosses. Just stout. Sturdy, you know? Oh man. Just impressive.
My brain is always on a rush.